Hey guys, my name is Shalandlar. I am on the Wolven Galaxy SMP. This is episode 2. Today we're going to be talking about that iron farm, that beautiful iron farm you see right back there behind me. Now, this iron farm is compliant with 1.16.5 through 1.18.x. It uses no redstone, and it has 2 nodes operating on it. Great little iron farm. Um, Pretty simple, really, although making it this nice is a little more complicated. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I would really, really appreciate it. Does the channel loads of good. Thank you so much. We're going to see a couple of neat little things that are pretty funny that happened. It'll be great. So thank you guys so much for joining me. So without any further ado, let's get to it. Yeah, I know it wasn't that much. Um, I did decide to do a little bit of dirt gathering after I was finished with some mining, and this happened.
So, are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine. Stack of iron and stone, but not that big a deal.
Well,
Oh,
in terms of doing portals on the roof of the Nether,
uh-huh.
the Y level doesn't matter. It's just the X and the Z values
No,
that
the
matter.
the Y level absolutely matters. It actually matters more than the X and Z. Because what happens is the X and Z are divided by 8, but the Y is taken one for one. Okay. I realized what I just said just then was kind of confusing. I know it took me quite a bit to wrap my head around it the first time that I saw it, so I made this demonstration to try to make it a little easier to understand, or at least to see that there's something wrong with the logic that's commonly put out in Reddit. So I have 2 portals here that are directly linked in the Nether. This portal here is directly linked to 00 in the Nether. Okay. So it's right in here, about as close as you can get to 00. Right? This portal over here is at 4720 -1 and 620 -1. Okay. So these guys are lined up. These guys are perfectly aligned with where they're supposed to be in the Nether. Okay. If we go to this portal here, and this one here is at Y or at X 96, 97. Okay, so it's 50 blocks away from that portal there, and 97 blocks from that portal there, right? And yet the portal that it's going to connect to is not that one up there. It's going to connect to that one over there. And the reason is because the Y value is much, much closer to that there than it is to that up there. Take a look. Okay. Okay. By the same virtue, this one here, which is at Y20, will connect to its closer counterpart right over there because it's at Y20. Now, if we made a portal that was exactly at the same position as this one in the Nether, and then we went through that one up there, it would still connect over there. Because even though the X and the Z are exactly the same, the Y value is so much different that it would account for it actually being closer to this portal here. So if we go through this one here, connects not to the one you would expect it to, not to the one that's closer, the way we see it, but instead, if it doesn't connect to that one there, this connects to that one way over there. Why? Because it's at Y20. Oh. Okay, so now here's the other part of the equation. So here I have our pearl at Y20, right? Let's say we go down here to a portal that's perfectly aligned with that one. Okay. Go through it, and we go to going this over on the other side. Even though our X and our Z are perfectly lined up, even though our X and Z are perfectly lined up with this portal up here, when we go through this portal, it's at Y0, it takes us over there because that's the portal that's actually closer by the Y coordinate. I know it's rough to get your head wrapped around it, but that is how the game works. So it's a little tricky, but your best bet, especially in a multiplayer environment, or if you're ever trying to get different portals to connect to each other, is to do the math on all three coordinates for every single portal you place. So X and Z, you divide by 8. The Y is 1 for 1. Just remember that. Okay. We'll go back to the program now.
I'm gonna play that sound just as I'm flying away, and I want to see how it looks on your stream. Okay, you ready?
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
It looked like you just farted as you left. I too want zombies. I'm gonna be wanting at least 2 of them. I'm not gonna try to make everyone stay up on the whole server though, because I think that's kind of silly. Especially with mushroom fields, because we have the insane spawn rates here. So what I'm doing instead is that chamber back there, that's the spawn in the zombie. Now, I would like to get a guy that holds an item because I don't have name tags just yet. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go find ourselves some chickens and get some eggs, get ourselves an egg farm going. We're gonna put some chickens inside that thing. And any zombies that pick up things will pick up the eggs that the chickens are dropping. So, in the first episode of this series, I went to this village and got myself a couple of villagers, and it took me like an hour and a half. And I mean, I took them back all over the place back there. I went back to the back side of the island, all kinds of work. And it turns out that all I had to do was take them right over here. And this is unbelievable, but right down there is a river. This river takes us all the way back home. It's you have to do a little tiny bit of work to it, just a little bit of digging, and it connects to the ocean, and that takes us right back to our base. It takes like 5 minutes to get from here to my home base. I could have saved that hour and a half if I just looked just a little bit longer for a way to get them home that was easy. Instead, I took them back the wrong way, and oh my goodness, it took so long. So I just wanted to share that with you because it's pretty funny. I ended up taking the other 6 villagers for the iron farm from this village using this route. It took me about 1 hour. So, just wanted to share that with you. Okay, guys, so we're now ready for our time lapse of that build of the beautiful iron farm back there. Now, we did start with the base build, which is the kind of the iron farm guts. I plan on producing a tutorial to show you how to build those guts. With those guts, you'd be able to build any kind of ship you wanted to on top of it, just to make sure all the blocks are despawned. But here goes. Here's our time lapse. Enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed filming it. Guys, please, as I mentioned before, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if possible. I would really, really appreciate it if you could. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye!